Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. I am Keita with Creative Gifts by Keita, and I am going to do a 5-piece coaster pour today. My mold comes from LK Creative. My mica powders and my glitter come from Mr. Nolan's Glitter. I will put a link in the description box below. Sorry, I look a mess and I got a lot going on. I have 4 cups on the turners right now, and I have this beautiful mold that I'm going to show you. This is the 5-piece coaster mold. So you have the 4 coasters, and then you have the centerpiece for a bottle of wine or whatever you're going to use. Let me grab my gloves so we can jump right into this. Okay, so I have my gloves here. I'm going to go ahead and put my gloves on. I got my apron on. I'm going to put my mask on because I need to hurry up before my epoxy starts to set. So I've already mixed in my epoxy and my mica powder. Let me put you down so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, let's scoot back a little bit. Here we go. Okay, so I have my glitter. This is from Mr. Nolan's Glitter. This is Decatur. It's kind of hard to see right now, but that's Decatur. It's mixed in with the epoxy already. I already mixed my epoxy together and mix the mica powder in. This is Sky Blue mica powder from Mr. Nolan's Glitter. This here is turquoise mixed into the epoxy from Mr. Nolan's Glitter. It's got a lot of bubbles in it, but I've got my heat gun standing by. So let's, no further ado, let's get started. So by no means am I a professional. I am just trying this out because I love her molds. She makes her molds herself, and they are so beautiful. So, again, I will put the link in the description box below. So all you'll see is my hands. So I'm going to start out by putting the glitter mix into the mold first. And I'm using plastic cups because it's easy to put it at a point and guide it the way I want to guide it. So I got that in there. Go ahead and let that spread out. And then I'm going to go into the next one. It's a little thicker than I want it, but it's okay. It'll all work out. Gonna pour this into each mold, and I'll move it around and make sure it gets into the little crevices. And again, this is just something I've been wanting to try. I've done a couple of her other molds, but I'm trying out the Giselle for the first time, and so far so good. And this glitter is beautiful. This glitter is amazing. It is so pretty. Like, I don't know if you can see it here. Let me see. I'm trying to move you in so you can see. So, trying to move that in. But it's okay if it's not filled in, because once I pour this other epoxy in, it's going to push it forward. So let's see, what should we do first? Should we do the, let's do the turquoise and then have the blue. No, let's do the blue and then have the turquoise behind it. I think that'll look really pretty. Kind of break it up a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pour my epoxy mix. Let me squeeze this cup a little better, there we go. And I don't know why I'm trying to do this with my left hand, knowing good and dang on well I'm right-handed. So that's okay. Made a little bit of a little mess, but it's all right. Just, that's the good thing about silicone. Just wipe it right off. And if you hear something in the background, it's my little pup. He's in his cage. He's on punishment. So you'll probably hear him snoring because he snores like a grown man that just worked a 18-hour shift. So I know I could be doing a better job at this. But again, by no means am I a professional. And when she does it, she makes it look so easy. So now I'm going to switch to the turquoise. I'm going to switch to the turquoise. And I'm just going to follow up and pour that behind it, behind the blue. And if they mix together, it's okay. It's all good. And again, like I said, it's going to push it and pour it, make it go forward. I think that's going to be pretty. I got to do a better job of getting it exactly how I want it. Alrighty dighty. So I got that in there. And I'm always scared that I'm going to fill it up too much. And I'm losing my blue. So I'm going to add a little more blue in there. Just pour it right where the blue is. And if it mixes together again, it's okay. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's all art. So I'm a little heavy-handed here. So I see that some of my molds are kind of too full. And it's okay. It's all right. Pour a little bit more here of the blue. Because you always have the other side of the coaster to see what that looks like. And it looks like my molds are kind of leaning forward a little bit. I don't know why, but let's see if we can kind of even it out. That is so pretty. Like, I want to move y'all in closer so you can see it. Whew. Sorry about that. I want to move y'all in closer so you can see it. That is really, really pretty. Oh my gosh, that is beautiful. That is really, really beautiful. Really, really, really beautiful. And I took my gloves off, so I got to get some more. It's okay, I got a whole bunch of them over here, so I'm going to, I don't know, should I try to do some type of swirl or should I leave it the way it is? I really like it the way it is. I really, really do. I think this is beautiful. Then the glitter, I kind of lost my glitter, but it'll be on the other side. It's all good. It's all good. And I just dropped some glitter into the actual coaster. But it's okay because it sinks to the bottom, so it'll be on the other side when I demold them or unmold them or however you say it. So try to get some more of this out of here because we don't waste product around here. I'm gonna try to clean this up just a little bit because again, I'm a little heavy-handed and I poured a little too much, but it's okay. It's okay. And like I said about silicone, it's easy. You can just take it and just wipe it off. Just wipe it off. So, but I think it looks pretty so far. I do. I'm kind of figuring I want some type of, I don't know. Should I try to bring some glitter back? Should I try to do some type of design? Oh, that's pretty. I like that. Let's try that. So we're going to pull that back, pull it back, pull it back. And I'm just playing around with this. It'll probably end up going back to how it was because, again, epoxy has a mind of its own. So that's really pretty. That is really, really pretty. Good choice, Keita. Really, really pretty. So I'm just pulling this back, see if I can make some type of design. That's really, 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 really pretty. Oh, I like this. But again, it has bubbles, so we need to pop some bubbles. And we have some leftover epoxy. And we don't waste epoxy. We don't waste epoxy at all. So I have some other molds that I can do because I apparently mixed up too much epoxy. So I'm going to take some of this, and we're going to make some more molds. Let me see. I'll be right back. Okay, so I am back. Sorry about that. I am going to do, with the extra resin, I am going to do this welcome. Was backwards to you guys. Sorry. I'm going to do this welcome, and I'm going to put the, see if I have enough to put the blue maybe in the letters and the turquoise in the rest. So let me get that set up here. Because again, we don't waste resin. We don't waste resin. So let me move this out the way for a second. And put my gloves back on. So I need to hit this with the heat gun before it gets too set. Okay, so what did I say? I said I was going to do the blue in the letters because we don't have a lot of blue left. So we're going to pour the blue in the letters. And of course, Keita's making a mess. All right, thanks. So I'm going to just pour this in as much as I can, and it's okay because the other resin will fill it up. Okay, so I've got the welcome in, and I've still got some left. So we've got the letters in the welcome. So we're gonna let that just kind of mellow out for a minute. I need to hit this with the heat gun real quick. This has got a lot of bubbles in it, so I'm trying to get some of the bubbles out. So I'm going to let this sit a little bit longer, and I need to actually get something up underneath here because for whatever reason it's not level, and it's making me a bit glitter falling everywhere, making me a little bit upset because it's not level. And I mean, I can always go back in and do a flood coat to fill in any, but if I can get it to scoot back, then that'll keep me from having to do too much of a flood coat. So I'm gonna try to get this to where it's pushing some of that back that way. Oh, and I kind of lost my little squiggly thing. It's okay. It's okay. Let me see if I can get this to, as they say, lean back. Get it to lean back that way. Is it working? Looks like it's leaning back. Looks like it's going back towards the corner. So it'll level out, which is awesomeness. So that way I don't have to do a flood coat. And I did lose my little squiggle at the top, and that's okay. I'll see if I can take this again and kind of drag that back up into the green. Because I don't want to lose all of my blue, but I want some type of design or something. On the top, just in case I choose to have this be the top of the coaster or the bottom of the coaster. Either way, you can flip it. So I've poured the blue in, so I'm bouncing back and forth, y'all. Sorry about that. Trying to do two things at once. So I'm going to pour this in now. And it's just going to mix together. I just don't like wasting epoxy. Like, this epoxy is expensive. I use KS resin, and their epoxy is good. It's really good because it has a working time of 45 minutes, which is awesome because sometimes I need that extra 45 minutes. So it's all going to mix together, and that's okay. This will be just my little sign. It says welcome. I don't know if I should hang it on the front door or give it to somebody. I don't know yet. I don't know. I won't know until it's done. So I'm going to continue working on this. I'm going to let this be because I have a tendency to keep messing with stuff until it's messed up, and I don't want that. So again, I'm just trying to use up all the epoxy because we don't waste epoxy. So let me see if I can scoot this over, because now this is not leveled. And again, if it's not leveled, it's okay, because we can go back in later after it's cured in 24 to 48 hours, because it is thick, which I probably should have poured this in layers, but I did not want to waste epoxy. And it's got a couple of little bubbles in there that I'm popping the bubbles. So I really wish I had a better view of this. I'm gonna have to figure out a better way to set up my camera for a better view so you can see overhead what I'm doing. So, but yes, this is very pretty. I really like how this is coming out. This is very, 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 very pretty. I'm gonna hit this again with the heat gun. And am I the only one that goes through a lot of gloves? Because I use a lot of gloves. And what I'm going to do, because I still have blue epoxy mix left, I am going to do another small little mold. Because I don't want to waste this epoxy. It's just like, that's money. Like, that's money right there. So, all right, I have some smaller molds. So let's see here. Let's do a small little coaster. Let's just do a little coaster here just to use up this last bit of epoxy. And let's see, is that on this side or is the underside? Well, that's on the inside. It's okay. So, gloves one more time. And then we will be done for the evening because apparently it's family time. So I am working during family time, which is a no-no. So let me hurry up so I can get this done and get to my family. And I love this little table that I got because I can pull out both sides. So I'm going to go ahead and do this last bit of epoxy that's in here because we don't waste it. So I'm gonna go ahead. I think it's still some more in this, and I love this. Like this is awesome. I got this on Amazon, and it's 4 cups. So that holds a lot of epoxy. It's 4 cups. So I will put the link in the description below to this here product, because this is a lifesaver. Because after this is all done, because epoxy really doesn't adhere to silicone, I am going to definitely have easy cleanup with this, because it just comes, once it's dry, you just peel it right off. Just peel it right off. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna finish working on this so I can get to my family time. And I thank you all for watching so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So I want you all to have a creative day, a creative evening. Just be creative in whatever it is that you do. Keep it creative. So until next time, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment below. If I did something that you didn't see or you have questions, I don't mind answering them. Don't hesitate to ask. So let me go ahead and get off of here. I'm already at 20 minutes. So I've already done the pour for the coasters. So let me finish up by doing the rest of this off camera. There's no need for you all to have to suffer through that. So, all right, until next time, thank you so much for watching. You all have a creative day. Bye.